Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to another episode of Because of Fergie, your favorite live internet show. I am uh I am your host, Disgruntled Black Man, and this is my wonderful co-host, Miles. Miles, say hi to the people.
I thought you were gonna give me a black man title,
I mean, you are a black man.
like
So
sleepy black man, or like
nah. I mean, you want to
uh,
be sleepy? You are pretty sleepy. Sleepy Black Man, Miles. That's his title. Anyway, welcome to the show today. We got a lot on the docket. A lot to talk about, a lot of things to go over. Give me 1 second. Let me share the
stop checking
show.
your phone.
Huh?
I said stop checking your phone.
I'm not checking my phone. I deleted Twitter. By the way, y'all. I I got a lot. Just give me a second. I'll be with you guys shortly. I just
Off
gotta send this
topic.
out. I gotta send this out. I gotta make sure everybody watches the show. So give me
I
1 second.
feel like you once upon a time told me that you don't fuck with gushers.
I do not. No, they're great. They're cool. They're fun like once in a while. And a while is like once every 6 years. But then I'm good. Are
Once,
you into candy like that?
yeah, I like candy.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really big into candy like that.
I'm a snack connoisseur. I love snacks, so candy's up there on my list. Now I don't try to eat it all the fucking time, but sometimes I'm just like, you know what goes great right now? Sweet.
What yeah. Wait, set privacy please. Set post privacy public. Oh my god.
No, wait a minute.
This is so much work right now, and I don't have the time. There we go. Boom. Done.
Well, our description, our title is correct, but our description's wrong.
That's fine. That's fine.
What
Hold
up,
on.
y'all?
Hold on. We got comments already.
Just
Sorry that we
got
took the first 2 minutes of the show to get everything down, you guys. Oh my god, I dropped my phone. Fuck it, I don't care. Anyway, so
time out. You called me a bougie bitch for drinking smart water?
Yeah, because you got water in the house.
I have faucet water in the house.
You don't have a filter? I thought you did.
No, I usually fill up this jug right here with water.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, no, then my comment definitely stands. Because you go to the store and you pay 50 cents for water when you're paying rent that has water attached to it. Yeah, I forgot about that.
2 gallons for 80 cents.
Yeah, you're definitely bougie. You're bougie as hell.
Versus people that buy bottled water for like $4.
Bougie as hell. If I had to get up and go to the store every time I wanted some water, I would feel like I was in a third world country. That would be pretty awful.
I don't like. Okay, I don't like faucet water.
Why don't you just get a filter?
I don't like buying filters all the time.
You only need them like once every 3 months.
How many times?
4 filters? If you buy 4, what up, bro? What up, Walker? If you buy 4 filters for the year, you're good.
Or I can just go and get water every time I go grocery shopping for 80 cents.
Did you get that water when you went grocery shopping?
I haven't gone grocery shopping.
Oh, okay, but you had to go get water, right? You know what? You're not my enemy today, Miles. I'm sorry. I'm gonna apologize now. I'm gonna take responsibility for me being a dick. All right, and I apologize. It's not your fault. You've been nothing but a friend to me today. Listen, y'all. Growth is a hard motherfucker to deal with. You know? And you don't know that you're growing until you're fucking tested, you know? And you won't know if the growth is working until you pass or you fail. And I wanted to let y'all know that I'm growing. I'm growing like a fucking tree. An emotional tree. I'm trying to be better. I'm trying to be smarter and wiser with my words and my actions, you know? And from time to time, people want to test me. and I'm learning when it's time to say no. I'm learning when it's time to turn my back. I'm learning when it's time to log out of Twitter because it's the devil. So if there's something I can give to you guys today, that emotional intelligence is needed, because you don't want one goofy motherfucker to fuck up your potential future wherever that may be. You know, you don't want one nameless stupid fuck to potentially ruin the garden that you have growing of prosperity, you know. And sometimes you got to take a step back and you got to realize that, you know. I got one thing I did want to talk about with you, Miles, on the show that happened this week that also has to do with emotional maturity. But no, I wanted you to know. And wait, where's my camera? Am I looking right at it? This is me looking you in your eyes. I want you to know I fuck with you, Miles. I want you to know I fuck with you, man.
Oh no!
The whole time I wanted to get the type and shit, I was like, don't fuck this up for Miles. You can fuck it up for you. You'll get it back. And if you don't, whatever. You know what I'm saying? You can live on that. But you can't fuck it up for Miles. But also, you know, yeah. Anyway.
Is this song, or were you, that was you to me, but was that about what we just talked about?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I appreciate you, my brother. Yes. I appreciate you. Yes. I appreciate you, bro.
You know, because man, listen, it was about to go down. Listen, we was finna have our pictures on the internet looking crazy, and I wasn't gonna give a fuck, but I couldn't bring you down with me like that, man. So just know I got your back, man.
Oh my god.
But I do want to seriously talk to you about something, man. When's the last time that you were overcome with emotion?
I don't like this topic.
It's not bad. It's genuinely.
I can't remember the last time I was overcome with emotion.
I got you.
I felt a wave of sad. No, I got nothing.
I felt a wave of nope. Wasn't sadness. Wasn't anything. That's crazy.
I don't like to talk about my emotions because I honestly feel like I'm emotionally stunted.
That's fair. Hey, it's funny you brought that up. I'll tell you about my event. We've been pretty much talking to each other in a group chat literally every day this week, I think. I think it was Wednesday because you were at work when I was still having this conversation. Coming into the new year, we love to see it. Thank you, Brody. What up, what up, Joker?
Have we not talked to Walker since New Year's?
Yeah, it's been a second. I don't think I talked to Walker in like 2-3 weeks, man. But I miss you, bro. I miss you all the time, man. Same with you, Josh. But anyway, let me get this out. So Wednesday, no, it was, or Tuesday. Excuse me, Tuesday. I wake up. I'm starving. I go get some food. I also got some business I gotta go handle, so I go get that done. I come back to the house. I'm sitting down. I'm starving at that point, so I start eating my tacos. So I'm like, damn, these tacos are great. So I'm feeling all the way up here. I was starving, but I'm all the way up here. So I'm eating tacos, scrolling through the internet. I see that the trailer for the new Avatar series is out. Avatar: Last Airbender. Looks great. Looks amazing, right? But one of the biggest things for Avatar: The Last Airbender, for me personally, like from the cartoon, you remember when Uncle Iroh had that episode where he was helping the townspeople out, and then he was making his way to a tree to set up the memorial for his son, and he started singing Leaves from the Vine. All right, so already a hella emotional scene, right? Hella emotional scene. That scene really fucks with me because it reminds me of my dad. Now, my dad is not gone. He's very much here, thank God. But it always reminds me of him because I'm like, damn, dude, I wouldn't really know what I would do without my father here. It would fuck with my head real bad, and I would just feel overwhelming sadness. And I started thinking about that while I was watching the trailer. So how are you going to snack? Jesus Christ, nigga can't be hungry. Goddamn. So I'm sitting there and like I'm starting to think about Tears from the Vine because I'm like, damn, when they do this in the live action show, this is gonna suck because I'm gonna be like, fuck, this is nice, but I'm feeling all these emotions. And then I start thinking about my dad, and then I start thinking about how happy I am about my dad, and then I start thinking about how sad I would be if my dad wasn't here, which then led me to my first real cry in about 5-6 years. It's been a while. My first real cry.
Mm-hmm.
So like I feel it coming on, and I'm just like, damn, I'm really finna cry in this bitch. And I'm trying to be I'm about to cry, and I feel it coming on. I feel it about to start. So I'm talking to myself now. I'm having an internal dialogue, and I'm like, yo, you about to cry. Just go ahead and cry, nigga. Just it's cool. Just feel your emotions, let it all out, get it out. So I start crying, and I'm like trying to get it out. So tears are falling, and I'm doing the boo-hoos, and I'm boo-hooing, and I'm crying. But in my head, I'm having a conversation with myself. Why am I having a conversation with myself? Because as I'm crying, I'm like, the tears ain't falling the way crying should be. You know, they're not doing what I need to do. I'm not laughing at you. It's okay, bro. It's okay. It's okay. I'm not tripping. It's okay. I'm like trying to cry. I'm not really crying. So now I have another internal monologue of being like, hey, nigga, I need you to cry right. Like, what are you doing? And I'm like, I'm crying and I'm big boo-hooing. And I'm like, I'm trying. I'm trying to cry right. And it's not happening. I'm like, I don't know what you want me to do. And I'm like, nigga, how do you cry bad? Like, what's wrong? Like, you can't cry now? Like, what the how are you bad at crying? And I was like, I don't know what's happening. I'm like, yo, you cry like a bitch. Like, get it together. And I'm like,
You cry like a bitch?
You cry like a bitch. I was like, if somebody came in here right now and saw you crying like this, they would not know what's wrong with you. They would have to call a hospital. You look crazy as fuck. Bro, for real. But like it was the thing that made me laugh the most about it was how supportive I started out to how irritated I was in such a short. This cry lasted maybe a minute. So at first it was all great, but then it started to be like, hey, nigga, wrap this shit up, B. You know what I'm saying? And I just want to let y'all know that I hold myself to the same standards I hold everybody else to. You know, I want to let y'all know that even with me, you know what I'm saying, I have my back, and I'm very sweet to myself and very positive to myself to an extent. And then I get irritated, and we got to figure this the fuck out. You know what I'm saying? We got to figure what happen. You know, but I tell y'all that story to let you know that it's okay to feel your emotions. It's okay to have those moments with yourself. It's okay to have moments where you need to let it out, and you should be positive and supportive, and it's okay, and it's all right to be a man and let them tears cry. And also, as Jarrell, I hold all of myself and I hold all of you to the same standard to figure your shit out, okay? And I love y'all with all my heart. I got your back, but get it together. All right, that's all I wanted to talk about. That's just how.
So I was with you for the entire thing. Bro nipping his snacks like a hamster eating sunflower seeds. Dog, can I just eat my snacks in peace? Jesus. No, so I was with you for so much of that. Like so much. I'm like, that's that. I understand that. Oh man, this shit.
That was literally it, bro. That was it. That was the conversation, bro. I was like, you cry ugly as fuck, bro. Like,
Doug, I was. So when you were like, you ain't doing it right, in my head, I'm like, you know, the last time I cried, I felt off too. And I felt like, why am I like, I'm crying, but I'm not crying. Like, what's going on? What are you doing? And my cry was my cry was I miss somebody cry.
Mm.
It was weird. It was I missed my nephews at the time. I didn't see them for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
And like a song came on the radio that me and my nephew used to sing from one of our it was both of our favorite show movie.
Right.
Called Sing. I'm Still Standing by
About a little koala nigga? Oh no, it wasn't a koala.
no,
It was a gorilla.
he was a gorilla.
Yeah.
So that song came on, and I was just I was in the car. I'm like, and as I'm singing it, tears are rolling down my face, and I'm like, what is going on? And just tears are streaming. I'm like, why am I crying? I had to sit in for a second. I'm like, why am I actually crying? What's going on? I had to talk through my emotions and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It was weird. I didn't call myself a bitch for crying, but you know.
I didn't call myself a bitch. I said you cry like a bitch. Which is not okay. But also I understand. I wasn't crying right. The tears just wasn't falling the way I needed to. It wasn't matching the boo-hoos.
It wasn't matching the boo-hoos.
I didn't like that. I was hyperventilating too, and that's what made me mad. The hyperventilating with the tears, I was like, "You cry like a dumb baby." I was like, you got to figure this out." But I'm not gonna keep crying to get better at crying. We're gonna thug it out.
Saying you cry like a dumb baby is ridiculous.
I had no better analogies, bro. I cried like a stupid baby. I don't know what to do, but it happens. It happens, and it's okay. It's okay that it happens, y'all. Just know that if you think people are gonna judge you for it, it's okay. It's okay. Jarrell won't judge you for the first 30 seconds. After that, get it together, figure it out, get some tissues, and get the fuck out.
You can't even give man's 2 minutes.
Nah, bro. Nah, yeah. We had shit to do.
Come on, not even half a song. Just come on, dog.
Nah, we had shit to do, bro. The tacos was getting cold. It was a whole situation, bro. You want me to cry into the tacos? I can't do that. That was the other part too. I was like, what if you get tears in the tacos? Figure it out. Anytime an animal is slighted, I get that's when my tears is involved. Whenever they're in a predicament or dying, or their owner dies, leaves in front of them, tears. Bro, dude, fucking sucks watching that shit. Like, the video of the dog who lays down at its owner's fucking grave and cries. Oh, what the fuck? I didn't even know dogs could cry like that. That shit breaks my heart.
I'm emotionally stunted, dog.
All right, look, I get it, man. Look, do you feel like when you get to that point of being so not necessarily hard, but I don't think you're ignoring your emotions, but just you get so used to the groove that you're in of not being so emotional that you're overdue for an emotional moment?
More I scare myself that I don't have the same emotions that I'll see around me.
I don't think you should compare yourself to the emotions around you though. You're a different dude.
I mean, yeah, but I've seen what other people's reactions to very sad moments, and I don't feel that even in my head. I don't feel even a fraction of that, or maybe a fraction of that. But it's just I'll see that, and then I'll think about why I'll just be like, why don't I feel these emotions? And then I can't think of anything other than it's just I don't feel it, and then I worry. I'm like, well, am I a sociopath? Probably. So.
I don't know if I was supposed to disagree with you there, but I think I should be quiet. But I feel it, man. Look, man, I get it. I don't think you should compare your emotions to anybody else. You feel emotions how you feel emotions. Things that make you mad, make you mad. Things that make you sad, make you sad. You just because everybody else is sad about something doesn't necessarily mean you have to be. And that's okay, man. I don't think you're insane for that or have a problem, but if you are that concerned, you probably should look into it. But I get from talking to you, man, I think you're a bastard, but you're a good-hearted bastard. So,
Thanks.
all
I
right.
guess.
But yeah, man. We'll wrap that up. We'll move to a different thing. Now, this is an actual question I have for you, Miles. Would you say you enjoy cooking?
I used to. I still sometimes do.
Okay. At those times that you cooked, you did enjoy cooking. Did you enjoy cooking with people or cooking for people?
I preferred cooking for people, and if I cooked with somebody, if they followed my instructions, I'm fine. Like I cooked with my niece a couple of times, and like I was teaching her shit, and that was fun.
Mm.
But I really do enjoy cooking for people.
Okay. So, let me give you a scenario. Let's say you're talking to a female. You guys aren't official or anything like that. You haven't done anything, but you're in the process of getting to know each other. You feel me? While you're doing that, she's at home, you're at your place, you have another platonic female friend decides to come over and you decide to cook for her. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You take pictures and you send it to what's good, Vic. You take pictures and you send it to the young lady that you are talking to, right? And the young lady you're talking to is like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm not really like, I think there's more to you cooking, like, and you cooking for this female friend. I think you guys are like dating, or you guys might want to date because the food looks too good. Food looks
Am I supposed to make chicken nuggets for all my friends?
Great question. Great question. I don't know. But I ask you, what's your next move in that situation after the female tells you that? The female you're talking to tells you that. What's your next move?
To tell her that everything I make looks delicious, and I'm not gonna not make delicious food. I don't know what. Like, is she accusing me of fucking my friend?
She thinks because the food looks so good that y'all might have something else going on.
I would probably make fun of her and be like, just because your pants will be off if you were eating my food doesn't mean everybody's is.
It's a smooth move, like the line. Well, Miles, this is a real scenario that happened to a young lady on Twitter. Or not Twitter, excuse me, TikTok, where she was talking to a gentleman for 2 weeks. They actually never even linked up, like face to face. She received pictures of the man she was talking to having these big extravagant plates of food, rigatoni, steaks, mushroom toast, all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? It looked great. But she was like, nah, I'm not really into this. Y'all might be fucking. That fettuccine Alfredo looks too good. You fucking it? Exactly, bro. That's exactly what she did, bro.
I heard the sound of y'all stirring that macaroni. Nobody was eating.
Right. So yeah, man. I just wanted to talk to you about it. As somebody who cooks, how do you go forward with shit like that? Now, we both have platonic female friends that we fuck with and do different activities with, you know what I'm saying, that we go to certain places with, or you know what I'm saying, we go to like do certain stuff with. Like, again, I go on trips with my best friend all the time. So you know what I'm saying, if a woman I was talking to felt uncomfortable with that, I would kind of go, well, get the fuck out of here. I really don't care how you think at the moment. Is that aggressive? Probably. But also, my best friend's been here a lot longer than you at this point, you know, and probably will be here if this doesn't work out. So I'm not really finna do too much.
This is
but when is
situation? You are new here,
right, bro?
This is a time tested. We've been here.
We locked it. Look, we've had our lives tested together. There are nights where we almost died. All right, for real. We almost met God a couple of times. I remember riding around with my best friend. We first started hanging out. Her car didn't have turn signals, so she would have to put her hands out the window to alert people on the highway that she was making a right or left turn. And we like to drive at night at the time. So we almost died many, many, many a times, but we made it through. and now we're locked in. Now we're locked in. But I'm saying that to have the conversation with you of when do you start making accommodations, like when it comes to that type of shit for somebody that you're talking to? When do you feel like this is it? Do you feel like once it becomes official with that person, they should? Is it something that you think they should just have to learn how to deal with and move forward? Or do you tell them to go fuck themselves?
So first things first, have you seen
Vic says she lose sign language to drive. Bro, yes. I remember the first time she was like, "Hey, do me a favor. Put your hand out the window." I was like, "What?" She was like, "Just do it. I gotta make a right turn right now." I was like, "Okay." So I just put my hand out the window. Apparently, the people behind us didn't know what that meant, and we almost got into an accident right then and there. So, but we made it. You know what I'm saying? Locked in.
it's supposed to be come from the driver's side?
I don't know what you. I don't. Again, we didn't do all that. We were just trying to. I think we're trying to go get
there's actual hand signs to do right and left turns. Niggas on bikes got to do it.
Again, man, we didn't give a fuck. We wanted to get pizza, and it was cold, and it was late.
Jesus literally took the wheel. Have you seen Food Wars?
The anime?
Anime, yes.
Yeah. That was the one where he like made a beef Wellington and the woman got naked. Or it was like fried rice and the woman got naked. Yeah.
Clothes flew off. That's what I hope to become, like with my cooking. I love cooking for people, so I just want people to do that. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what she wants from me. What about my food looking too good? Second, when do I start making accommodations like that? That's a conversation that we would need to have before things became official, but also can't see myself fully accommodating to that because you want me to limit my time with people that care about me.
What kind of
anime is that? It's actually a really good cooking anime. It's like cooking competition anime. It's actually pretty fucking good. You actually learn a lot about cooking too. So
yeah, you use real techniques and shit. I consulted real chefs. I don't watch it. I've seen an episode of it, but yeah, I learned a lot.
It's actually really fucking good.
Yeah. I have been in situations before where
the person let me know. Probably.
Yeah, there's a big difference with Dragon Ball. I've been in situations with people I've been in relationships before where they didn't like the closeness I had with my female friends. And part of me would try to be accommodating and everything like that, but it will always kind of get to the same point of like it would be a choice between one person or the other, you know. And what's crazy is that one person's undefeated, hasn't lost yet.
Person's undefeated.
Floyd Mayweather out of this bitch. And you come up with the problem, and that's the thing. It's like they don't do anything except for be themselves and live their life. There's nothing going on or anything like that. It's just, it's very hard for me to try to rationalize somebody going, you love somebody like it. You need to stop being so friendly with somebody that you've known for X amount of time or had these experiences with, so that way we can be okay. And it's always rooted in an insecurity of being like, well, I don't like that you're so close to them and we're not close. But it always comes down to the same thing. Like, yo, I'm like, that's a friend. You're potentially supposed to be my lady. So why are we even having this type of thing? It'd be one thing if I was like, we was walking around like butt ass naked in places or doing some shit like that. But it's never that. It's just two people who really get each other talking and having a good time. And I would never also go up to my girl who also had a male friend and be like, y'all need to change y'all dynamic now. Cause like, I'm new here. Like I'm new here.
What a lot of people's problem is Well, here, let me first say this, which is everybody, when they're getting into a relationship or talking, they're like, I want to become this person's girlfriend, which is basically saying I want to become this person's best friend, because that's what your girlfriend, boyfriend, blah blah should be. They should be your best friend, or your wife should be that. Wife, husband should be your best friend. Are you about to start drinking wine, or is that sparkling
Water.
Okay, but I'm bougie. Got it.
What do you want from me?
You called me bougie for smart water, and you're drinking water out of a glass bottle.
It used to be sparkling raspberry drink, bro. I just fill it up with water.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, who bougie now? Yeah, who bougie now? Yeah, get out of here. Worry about yourself, bougie boy.
Anyways, you're like, your wife's supposed to be your best friend and blah blah, and everybody's trying to rush to that, and they'll see a relationship with somebody and they'll be like, they're gonna be a problem in my pursuit of being this person's best friend. And I'm like, imagine if somebody came into your life and was just like, I want to be friends with you, but I want to be best friends with you, and you're gonna get rid of your other best friends for us to just be friends.
Walker said, I'm not bougie, I'm boohoo. Fuck off. But you did it on the head. You hit it, bro. Like, we can't fast forward through the building of all of this shit. You feel me? We can't have life or death experiences off the rip and everything just go back to being cool. Like, we got to build that shit up. You're comparing yourself to somebody that, while I do have genuine love for, it's not the same as what we could potentially be. So why even put yourself in that position? And
you're
as far
already
as
on the fast track.
I'm saying,
you're already on the fast track becoming my favorite person.
Like, I want to know about you. I want to get to know you. It wasn't like we're figuring this out. But more importantly, as far as the lady who went on TikTok with this story and everything like that, it brings a bit of worry to my heart, because if it wasn't for the female friend of the woman of the cook coming out and making her own video and saying like, hey, this is what actually happened and nothing went down, and you know what I'm saying, this lady didn't even know him for too long, for real, they never met or anything like that, this lady would then be painting a narrative to try to make it seem like she was victimized in some way. You feel me? And I don't really like that. That's what really kind of irked me, is like, why paint the story like something, like somebody was wronging you, when that's not really what was going down. It was just two people who are cool being cool. Like, that's wild. That shit's irritating.
In this world,
you said what?
There's a bunch of victims in this world.
Yeah, man. We could jump into the other topic with the corporate one, because I have two things I want to say about that one. There was another podcast, I forgot the name of it, but it's basically two people who do something in the corporate world, and they were reading situations and emails and everything like that, that different workers had to go through, or that different managers had to go through. One of them was that one of their workers said, hey, by the way, I'm not going to be able to make it to this meeting in the morning at 8 a.m.
No, somebody, sorry, I just want to fix up.
Yeah, go ahead.
His boss emailed him, was just like, hey, can you come to this 8 a.m. meeting in the morning?
Yeah.
And he said, no, I can't. He said he had a gym class.
He had to work out. Yeah, he had to go work out.
Yeah, he had a gym class at 8. Yeah, he said he had a gym class at 8 and he couldn't make it. And like, they were tripping off about that. They were like, oh, of course, Gen Z or whatever.
Too lazy, not wanting to work, not coming into work. You should, if I tell you to come into your job early, you need to come into work. Matter of fact, what you should have did was move your 8 a.m. workout to 6 a.m. so that way you can be ready for the 8 a.m. meeting. That is also not like he didn't even need to be in the office until 9 p.m. or he didn't need to be available until 9 a.m. That was the time that they agreed upon. That was everything. Like that was what his job
was. His working hours were 8 or 9 to 5 or some shit like that.
Yeah. So you're asking somebody to come in early, and then when they say no, you're treating them like they're a piece of shit. You feel me? So that already is irritating. And I thank God that man found that TikTok and was like, let me set the record fucking straight. Let me tell you what it is. First of all, you asked me to come in early, go fuck yourself. Second of all, I care about my health and who I like and taking care of myself and everything like that. Plus, if I were to come in, were y'all gonna pay me back for the class that I missed? Obviously you wouldn't. So you're asking me to change my life for this punk ass job where we already had an agreement. So why are you fucking with me like that? He ended up sending that to HR. HR told them niggas to take the video down, which is great. That's hilarious. But from that spawned somebody else responding to that video. It was a nice lady. I don't know her ethnic background, but it sounded like she was from somewhere not well. It sounded like she was very ethnic. I just don't know where she was from. But she was saying, "Hey, I get asked all the time how you can stand out in the corporate world, and what you can do is look at that video, go check those comments out." See what the people disagreeing are doing, and then do the opposite of that. Now, to that lady, I don't know who you are, and I don't want to attack you for just having an opinion of how you want to do things. However, I'm sure you're a smart lady, and I'm sure you have a lot of degrees, and I'm sure you're a decent person. But what you said was some of the stupidest shit that I've ever fucking heard in my fucking life, lady. Let me explain something to you and everybody else. You think corporate America gives a good goddamn about you and all your hard fucking work? No. You are part of a bottom line. And as soon as they can make more money without you than with you, you will be gone. Telling people to uproot their life or change their schedule or move something around just so they can stay at a punk ass job who doesn't give a fuck about them is the stupidest advice you can give anybody. Now, again, I'm sure you're very smart. I'm sure you probably work at a high-end company and you get to talk to higher up bosses and everything like that. But please don't ever get it twisted. As soon as they can make more money without you by letting you go than having you around, you will be let the fuck go. And more importantly, to everybody else who is hearing this right now, I need you to understand something. People with that type of mentality, that type of mental makeup, you need to stay far away from them because they're going to sell you out so they can make more money. As soon as they find that you are no longer useful to them, they will throw you in the fucking trash. Well, Jarrell, how do you know? I'll give you an example. I used to work at this wonderful place called Greyhound. It was fantastic. I had to fight hobos. I had to go in and sleep overnight there so I could be back at an I would work from, when did I come in? I would work from 3 to 1 in the morning, so 3 p.m. to 1 in the morning. I would then have to come back at 5 a.m. to help unload the next couple of buses that came in from the morning and then work from 5 to 9. So I'd be working 3 to 1, 4 hours off, 5 to, they used to make me work 5 to 1. So 4 hours off, come back, work 5 a.m. to 1 p.m. But I was like, this is the stupidest shit I've ever fucking heard in my life. So I was like, get me off at 9. I'm going home and I'm going to sleep. And they'd be like, all right, cool, whatever, Jarrell, bye. I was like, yeah, I had to fight for that. And meanwhile, I'm sleeping in the back. And one day I was working there. I've been working there for like 2-3 years at the time. And I ended up moving. And I was like, hey, I'm moving. I need you guys to send my checks here so I can pick them up. And then when I get my final address, I'll let you guys know what to do. Everybody was on the same page about it, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. Week 1 happens of me moving. I'm waiting for my check at my job. They're like, hey, we sent it to your old place. Wait a minute. Why the fuck would you do that? This is not what we agreed upon. This is not what was supposed to be happening. They were like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Once your place sends it back, or if you can go over there and grab it, you know what I'm saying? You'll be in business. Otherwise, you'll just have to figure it out. I'm like, oh my God. All right, whatever. I'm like, I got enough money on me right now to be set, but I'm gonna need my bread for real. They're like, cool. The second paycheck comes, I still don't get it. Now I'm irritated because I'm like, well, I don't even have enough money to really live. I can't get back and forth to work now. You guys have two of my paychecks waiting. Like, what the fuck is going on? Oh, well, this, that, and the third. We don't really know. You got to call payroll. Fine, I call payroll. I'll tell them the situation. They're like, cool, this, that, and the third. It's going to be a second, but we'll try to get to you as fast as possible. All right. The third paycheck still doesn't get to me. So I have now missed 3 weeks worth of fucking money, right? Now, thank God I was in a situation where I was renting a room for my friends and they held me down and they were looked after me, because the situation that they put me in for not giving a fuck would have fucked my life up bad. I could have been potentially evicted if this shit didn't get together, right?
Now, if you would have chose not to work until you got your pay, like if you chose not to work until you got paid, fired, let go.
That's what we got to. After the third paycheck came, fam. What the fuck is that? Fine, will you someone catch me if you there's anything worth anything?
Anything worth arguing about? We've been really agreeable today. We've been.
What's that, Gal? What up, Gal? Yeah. So you know what I'm saying. It came down to a head, and shout out to my manager, Caleb. Caleb was really a nice guy, but you know what I'm saying. You ain't pay me in three checks, bro. Like I'm not finna come in here with a smile on my face, happy. Like, the fuck out of here. So it finally came to a head. I came into Caleb's office. I was like, bro, where's my money? He's just like, well, we don't know. You know what I'm saying? We trying to get it to you fast, but you can't be coming in here with an attitude. Coming in here with an attitude, you ain't paid me. The fuck you want me to do? So me and him was getting to a back and forth. He was like, you know what? You need to calm down and go. I was like, all right, bet. I was like, you ain't gonna tell me nothing. You ain't been paying me, so why the fuck do I care? Like, bye. So I'll take off. Matter of fact, I remember a homeless dude. I'll never forget this. As I was walking out on a Greyhound, I remember a homeless dude came up to me, and he was just like, hey, brother, you got any money up on you? I was like, nigga, I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. They ain't paid me in 3 weeks, nigga. They ain't paid me shit. I ain't got nothing. He was like, my bad, brother. My bad, brother. I ain't even, my bad. Out of bounds. Completely out of bounds on my hand. But
holy
that shit, bro.
I got nothing.
I ain't got nothing on me. But eventually I did get my checks, but I was like, the damage already been done, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even need to be at this place no more. And I started working somewhere else. But I say all that to say this, man. Corporate don't give a fuck about your problems, G. And it's dangerous to give advice out like that shit. Don't tell no fucking body to uproot their life. Don't tell no fucking body to move their shit around, or don't go do something to go and put and clock in for a fucking job. All right? That's dangerous advice. To tell somebody to be a corporate slave with your full fucking chest is the dumbest shit I've ever fucking heard. Now, I'm not calling you dumb, lady. I'm very sure you're a very sweet lady. I'm sure you're smart. You just have a different opinion than me. Unfortunately, your opinion is fucking dumb. Don't fucking do that shit. Don't tell it to young people. Don't tell it to old people. Don't tell it to sick people, blind people, nobody. Don't give your life away to a fucking corporate job because they don't give a fuck about you, and they will leave you stranded if it can save them 30 fucking cents. I promise you that. Yeah, Miles, you go ahead and talk. I've been talking a lot.
No, you had to get that off your chest, brother.
Spirit, bro. I was hot, bro.
Get that off. Oh my god, you were. Shit, I ain't really got much to say. I live in a corporate world. As I work in a corporate office, I go to work every day. Well, not go in. I used to, but I used to give above and beyond expectations all the time. Used to be a great employee, and I always say used to, and I still am a good employee. I've slowed down on being a great employee. Either I get paid or someone is getting fucked up.
Look, I'm
would
gonna
not-
let you
I'm
tell your
happy.
story. I'm gonna get these comments, so I'm gonna let y'all know what happened.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I slowed down on being a great employee because I learned that being a great employee gets you nothing.
Not a goddamn thing.
You get nothing. There's no real incentive. You think you're going to get promotions and new stuff. Corporate has found a way to slow down on giving promotions and just give you responsibilities without actually giving you the money behind it. Fucking your boss doesn't really get to say how much money you're going to be making. That's all done above them. So like you can work really well and he could be like, oh yeah, this person deserves a raise. But they're just going to get a 2% raise. So I became a good employee. I became a good employee that allowed me to survive, that allowed me to thrive. Like I still thrive, do well in my job, learn a lot, get opportunities, but they're not getting all of me. Once that 5 o'clock hits, it's a rare time you're gonna see me again. I do extra shit. Jarrell probably thinks I do extra shit for my job because I work on weekends every now and then. That's just part of the job. But even that,
slaving.
Even then, I just like I'm doing bare minimum. I have Netflix open on my other screen. I'm watching TV. You can go ahead and get to these comments. They just going wild.
Oh yeah. So, to everybody saying that you would have been fighting, trust me, I thought about it. I was like, if these niggas say anything to me, because I was being ridiculous when I was in that bitch too. I used to do tickets and I used to do the baggage claim stuff. And yeah, man, bags would get on there late. I don't give a fuck. You ain't paying me. Ticket prices, everybody getting a discount today. Since I ain't getting paid, everybody getting 20% off tickets, bro. Them weeks where I was in there, niggas was eating good off me, fam. I promise you that. If you need it, what you got extra bags? Guess what? Free tags, baby. Bags go free in Greyhound this week, baby. Till I get my check. Because the money ain't going to me. So what the fuck they need it for? They gotta pay me first. What they need your money for? They ain't give me mine. So you good? Go ahead.
What they need your money for?
It's not going to me. My check late. What the fuck? And then also at the time, man, that was the only job I had, and I really needed it. It paid for everything. It was straight. You know what I'm saying? I can't say the other part, but if y'all talk to me off air, I'll tell you the other part. But I was hurt, but I wasn't dying. You know what I'm saying? There was ways around that at the Greyhound. You could be fine. But yeah, bro. Again, it was tough though. It was tough though, man. I had to call my dad and try to.
Oh my god, I know that story. I know that story.
No, but listen, I know I told the story of when I worked at the airport and I went to my dad for help and he looked at me like, "Well, nigga, figure it out." But he actually was really
Dad, I'm really thinking about quitting. No, don't.
I'm not gonna tell you to quit your job. Thanks, Pop. I don't even need this conversation no more. Bye. Bye. Yeah, that was a wild time. That was one of the oh my god, that stuff that burns me up inside still. But in this particular scenario, my dad was like, "Well, listen, if you need bread or anything like that, like I got you." You know what I'm saying? Because that's crazy. I was just like, "Nah, I'm gonna figure it out." I appreciated that. And again, eventually my checks came, but them couple of weeks was rough, man. Again, thank God my peoples held me down, fam, because I was going through it. I was hot, and it got to the point where I didn't even have enough money to get back to work to go on the bus. So I would tell them to send me a taxi to take me back to Greyhound. And the only way they got me and this is why I think they got me my checks finally, because they were paying at least like maybe $300 a week and driving me to and from work because I didn't have my checks. And once accountant got a hold of that, they're like, "Yo, why the fuck are you paying this much for this one motherfucker? Like, what's going on?" They were like, "Well, he ain't got his check." Well, they were like, "Yo, figure it out." And that's when I got my check finally. But that was also after the argument went down because I had came to work that day, fam. But yeah, man, it was rough. It was a rough time. And it was only rough because corporate America is a bunch of fucking suckers, and people that tell you to do good for corporate America are fucking slaves. Just that simple. Just that fucking simple. You charge interest on your money that they be holding. Look, yo, gal, I try to do everything, yo. I tried to do everything, and that's why I was salty that it took so much to try to find like a corporate lawyer, because like I talked to payroll, and we didn't really have an HR department in house, so I had to call out and do all that shit. And by the time I got to that point, it was already too late. Like I was already over this shit. It was up. So yeah. But yeah, man. Yeah. Money is the root of all evil. Corporate is corporate is the devil.
Terrible.
It's fucking awful. And again, man, don't.
There are some nice companies out there, but
fuck them all.
It's let me correct that. It's not nice companies. There's nice people in the company.
Oh yeah, some people are great. Again, the people I worked at Greyhound, I got a lot of love for. A lot of them, I still got love for to this day, with all of my heart. Even my manager, you know what I'm saying? I haven't talked to him in years, but I hope he's doing good and everything like that. But you know, that was a rough time. That job, I never went back. Fuck that place. And matter of fact, it's actually gone now. Technically, the building is still there, but you know, Greyhound don't exist there no more. So look at God. You know. By the way, I want to let you know that I have 100%. Every company that I've worked for is now either bankrupt or gone. Everyone, every single one.
Jesus Christ. So my sin with corporate America is always weird. Cause like I have to eat from this fucking pig, you know, because it's my career. So I have to eat from the pig, but I also have to deal with the bullshit and take what I could get sometimes. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have the power to do whatever I want. COVID really fucked me over during COVID really fucked me over. I got let go from a job, but I got severance, so that was cool. Got to take a year off. I really only wanted to take 6 months off, but finding a job became real fucking hard. So I survived off my severance. Finally got a job where I'm at now. I got hired to be part of this one team. I was hired as a SQL developer at the time. And I got hired and I got paid not well. I got paid decently because I didn't get medical, but really the amount that I made wasn't that good. But didn't really have a choice. Moving forward, I was cool there for a little while. Then team, other people quit, and there was an opening on another team doing an ETL developer. That's what I do now. This is a higher paying job. I move over there because they didn't even interview me. They knew I had the skills, so it's all under my team. So I'm just gonna put you on this team. And I'm like, all right, cool. But does that come with an increase in pay? And they're like, we'll talk about pay at the end of the year. End of the year comes, I get a 2% raise and a bonus. And I'm like, are you kidding? And they're like, yeah, we just don't have it in the budget, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, all right, whatever. I worked there for 2 more years because, again, I do like this place. The other shit about it, cool. It's just my payment wasn't great. It was so sad that now that I'm looking for a new job, I'm basically about to get twice as much. It's fucking ridiculous. Yeah. But it's all just corporate know-how to keep people just we'll just keep them here and say we don't have the money. Bitch, I saw your bank, or I saw how much we were bringing in.
And they try to justify that bullshit, bro. And I'm happy that you hit on that the COVID part, bro, because at the beginning of that shit, the world was a wild fucking spot. They were laying people off of their jobs. There was people literally starving out here, fam. And meanwhile, corporations are reporting the biggest surpluses they've ever had, fam. Generationally great fucking money being brought in because people are ordering shit. They're not paying as many people. CEOs are taking bigger cuts. And you watch that shit and you record your goofy face telling people do the opposite of people who just want to be treated human? Do you not know how fucking stupid you? Oh my God, lady. That's so dangerous.
I do
It's
check the
dangerous
BB.
and stupid. Fuck is wrong?
Oh
do
my
the
God.
opposite. That's how you won't get laid off. That you think the motherfuckers who was starving out here, who lost their whole ass jobs during that shit, weren't good employees in the first place? You fucking moron. God damn. I hate that shit, bro. I hate that shit. I hate a corporate shill. I hate a bootlicking motherfucker like because it's oh my God, bro. How do you do that? How do you think you're above the bullshit? You down here with us, but you think that make you cool because they invite you in a couple of rooms. They might tell you some little insider shit. They not gonna give a fuck about you, fam. You ain't one of the homies. Don't fucking tell nobody do that shit. The fuck is wrong with you? Right.
Yep, that's exactly it.
I was off the shopping cart. Exactly, G. Hold on. My boy Walker got penalized for trying to do the right thing because of some corporate bullshit. I ain't gonna put his whole business out here, but he tried to do the right fucking thing. A mistake happened, and it's not necessarily his fault. It's just part of fucking having a job. And some bullshit happened, and he got blamed for it and penalized for it for trying to do the right fucking thing. And you want to tell people, young people especially, that they need to fucking give their souls up and do the opposite of people who just want to be treated fucking human? Are you stupid? Are you mental? And I don't want to. I really don't want to call it stupid. But yo, that's a dangerous way to think, lady. It's a dangerous way to think.
I wanted vindication.
All right, let's move topics, man. I yelled enough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we've been yelling a lot.
Oh my God.
The next topic isn't gonna make you yell any less. So I just want you to know that.
Oh, look, let's talk about something happy. You want to talk about Power World? Let's talk about Power World. Power World was great, guys.
Every time we talk about Power World, we get into an argument.
What are we arguing about?
How I call it an alpha game, and you're like, it's an amazing game.
I don't think we were arguing. We were just sharing opinions and viewpoints. I was just saying, first of all, Power World is great, y'all. Power World was a solid fucking game.
Power World is cocaine.
I'm having nothing but the fun. I like catching these off-brand. I love catching these off-brand Pokemon. I love making them Digimon and shoot guns and have big bullets. It's nothing but a good time. I love it.
It's funny. I'm like right behind you in level, and I have yet to have any of my people use guns because I'll catch or I'll get fucking pals that don't have guns, but I'm like, these are so fucking cool and they do so much damage. I didn't want to use the niggas with guns. I'm like, these niggas with guns were the early shits. I got me a fucking genie riding a fucking like this genie woman that shoots lightning. I got me this fucking nightmare creature that just flies around shooting bad dreams at people. Why do I want motherfuckers with guns while I got these cool motherfuckers?
Here's the thing, right? I got this giant dinosaur that runs like a dumb baby. It's so stupid and adorable, and I love it. But I make sure that I level him up because eventually he's gonna get these Megazord guns later on when I keep leveling up, and then I can make them. And then he just gets to shoot missiles at people while I ride on his back. And I'm so I can't put into words how hype I am for that shit, bro. I can't wait for that shit, bro. Oh, he's telling a story? Yeah, bro. Yeah, that was dumb as fuck. Miles has very good concerns, and I understand them. While they didn't happen in my playthrough and they don't bother me as much, I'm not saying what you said wasn't warranted. I would say though, telling other people to wait on it is kind of aggressive because how do I explain it? the game's good enough to play now, and they're gonna keep adding shit. For the games that we've played together, kind of like Sons of the Forest, which was also in that type of place,
Yeah.
we still ended up having nothing but fun. The end of the Sons of the Forest was one of my favorite times gaming with you. When we were running out of the place and the white things were jumping up and coming after us, and we were like, "What the fuck?" By the way, I found out we were supposed to use the cross on that level. And
Yeah, I found out that too. I found that out too.
I'm so mad I didn't know. But us running through that bitch with
You know
shotguns,
those things are demons.
us running through that place with shotguns was lit. That was a good fucking time.
So I think Power World is in a position to either prove me right or wrong. And I hope it proves me wrong about EA games in general.
What do you say EA games? What do you mean?
Early access.
Okay.
I think that there's a strong issue with early access games being in a perpetual early access title, but they're charging people money for it. So they're constantly getting paid for a not complete work. And I can't imagine any other medium that would do that. Football. Where they would charge you for incomplete work, except
football.
Name that. What do you mean by that?
Constantly bad teams.
See, that's constantly bad teams. But I would, if you want to say it's like football, I would say it's more like an EA title would be like you paying for the first quarter of a fucking football game and then not getting to see the second and third quarter or the fourth quarter until later.
Yeah, but you are also still giving support and money to something that is promising you to be better, and it never is. I think that's the gamble with EA games.
Yeah, that's a huge gamble with EA games, is that you're not guaranteed to get all of your money. Like, you aren't guaranteed to get your money's worth. You're basically just paying in for a trial version, but you're paying big money. You're paying full price money for a trial version.
That's also my other thing of why Power World isn't really as aggressive to me too. Again, mine was gifted to me. Thank God. Yo, shout out to Calvin, man. Appreciate that. Matter of fact, that motherfucker bought like 3 copies of the same game. That's insane.
He really did.
But again, the game isn't $60. The game isn't $50. The game is like $20-some.
But it's a what do I call it? What do I want to call it? It's not a AAA game, so most indie, that's the word I'm looking for. Most indie games are around $30-$40. So Power World being $30, it's a full priced indie game.
I would rebuttal with, I don't, off the top of my personal head, I don't know if I've had as much fun with a game that was indie that cost that much. Before.
I can list off a bunch.
Yeah, you play a lot more than me, so that's what I'm saying. We got different experiences with it so far, but I'm loving it, dude. I'm loving it. I can't wait
to play Sons of the Forest. I need to finish the first one. The first one's great. Sons of the Forest is better, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Search anyway, and the expensive stuff, and I had tried to take out back during it got stolen. I got penalized for 6 months over it. Holy shit.
Yeah, they fucked my home, man.
Well, yeah, I've played a bunch of indie games that are as addicting, as fun, but went nowhere. Or just not complete. Some completed and became full-fledged game and were bought by actual studios. One of my favorite games started as an indie game, and it's called Risk of Rain 2. You might remember me talking about it like early in our chats.
Yep.
Risk of Rain 2, I've put maybe over 800 hours in. I bought it at EA or during EA, and they completed the game, produced more DLC for the game, and then sold it to an actual company. When did we start talking about RoboCop?
He's just talking about it being an early access, I'm guessing. I do need to try that though. I'm gonna be real with you, man. I didn't fuck with the RoboCop movies, dog, and I don't know if I'm the only one.
The remakes.
Huh?
I haven't seen the remakes.
What about the originals? I didn't like the originals.
I've seen the originals. I don't remember if I cared about the originals. Somebody told me that I don't remember exactly what it is, but like RoboCop is about a black. I don't remember. I want to say it was about a black man, not really. Like the hidden, like the background, like the hidden background stuff. I can't think of what those are called.
It wasn't no black.
I know there wasn't no black people in that movie. I know.
I don't know if there was any black men in the original too, because Red Foreman was a raving racist in that movie, a raving racist. Oh,
Wait, is that it?
But the game was super enjoyable. I got you.
Oh no, my bad. Not black person. RoboCop is a Christian analogy for Jesus. That's what I heard. Your face is amazing.
Shit like that is why God ain't come back yet. Because Jesus be like, why do I need to talk to these niggas, man? Bring them to heaven for what? To annoy me? Leave them there.
This is so hilarious.
I looked at RoboCop the movies, like so like you know how there was like red version and blue version of each Pokemon game. I looked at Terminator, like the red version, which is the one I got and fucked with, and RoboCop, like the blue version, the one I looked at people different for owning. Because why would you want that?
It was in Detroit, I believe. That's the only thing.
Why would you want that? Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about that. No one gives a fuck. If you had of the like action horror movies of the time, like way back then, of the Terminators and the RoboCops and the what am I thinking about? The Aliens, and there's one I had on my mind. But of all of them, what would you say was your favorite one, or like you had the most fun memories with?
Probably Terminator, but I wasn't. Yeah, probably Terminator.
I also picked Terminator. It's the only one that I've seen every movie in the series of. As far as that shit, I haven't seen all of the Alien movies. And I still haven't seen the prequel to The Thing.
You don't need to be so loud and so wrong.
What do you say? Silver best Pokemon, yellow close second. Oh yeah, you wilding out here. First of all, gold version is it.
Silver over gold, but
bro, gold version was it.
It's all about Pokemon Black 2.
Don't nobody want no whale bird, nigga. That shit ain't cool. Fuck Lugia. Nobody want that shit. I want a turkey that spit fire, fam. Fuck is you talking about?
Yo,
bro.
Pokemon Black was my favorite. It had best story. It had the best. The Black had best story, best Pokemon. It was just overall best.
Why was Silver better? Give me now. Again, I understand that they're basically the same game, but why is Silver better? What did they have that was better? Version exclusives? Wrong. Maybe you like Lugia more than you like Ho-Oh. That's a personal choice. That's wrong. But I respect you for making it. You know, I get it. What else? I mean, to be totally honest with you, Crystal version is actually my favorite. Because that was the first one. That was the first Pokemon game I beat fully. And then after that cutscene, when you get to go and fight the original gym leaders with your team, I was like, I'm all in. Oh, I'm all in. I love it here.
Great.
So Crystal version really is my answer, but I don't like to disrespect the gold version. We got to stop that.
I personally preferred Lugia, but I might have been persuaded because of the movie actually having Lugia be a part of it and Ho-Oh just being fucking dumb rainbow bird that just flies over.
Wait, that was in the first episode, right? The very first episode of Pokemon?
Yeah, just
the one, right. So you knew it before punk ass whale bird came.
Flying I just want to make sure. Or this fucking magical fucking seabird that can talk to you.
Who doesn't like first of all, who doesn't like rainbows? Huh? When you know it's a good day and you see a rainbow, what do? You get happy.
Look,
you know what I do when I see a whale bird?
Flying seabird that can talk to you.
Pokemon ain't supposed to talk, nigga. That's not cool.
That motherfucker had new English and talked to your mind, and he had like wings with fingertips. It was dope.
Shit was weird, bro. But I'm happy you brought that up. Do you remember a couple years ago when they had a movie of the first like Pokemon episode where Ash met Pikachu and Pikachu talked and niggas was like, what the fuck? Why?
I don't remember that.
Oh my god, dude. Pikachu talked and niggas was like, what the fuck is this? So why did Pikachu get judged and Lugia is okay?
Because Lugia technically didn't talk with his mouth. He used his psychic abilities to talk to the mind.
Pikachu did the same shit in the movie. Bro, if I could look this clip up. I actually can. Dude, when I was using the Mac before, my whole computer would freeze if I did anything but the show. I can actually be free now.
Welcome to freedom.
Lugia overall. If you want to be wrong, that's fine. Terminator was too disappointing after T2. I think not Judgment Day. What was the one with the nigga who played Batman?
Christian Bale?
Yeah, I know the actor name. What was the movie? What Terminator movie was that?
I don't know.
Like New Day or something like that. I think that one was solid because he legendary. I think that one was solid. Also, I really do think if you guys haven't seen the god damn it, not the Wild. What is it called, Miles? Do you know the movie? It has Keith Davis in it. It was they were in Antarctica. You know what I'm talking about? The Thing. Thank you. I think The Thing is probably the best action horror movie of that time. Actually, to this day, it's still one of my favorites. Just
do you like
because people try to make the ending, huh?
Do you like horror movies?
I like action horror movies, dude. Horror movies kind of bother me. The Jasons of the world. I'm really not into all the gore.
I don't like slashers.
Yeah, I'm not really that deep into it. I've professed my love for god damn it. Who the movie that the director of Midsommar made. The one before with the son that became the demon.
Yeah, the one. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Hereditary. Yeah. You love that.
Hereditary. I've sung the praises. Yeah, Terminator Salvation, Vic. That one. I think Terminator Salvation is solid. You know, I don't think it's that bad. Oh, that nigga finding out that he's a Terminator and him losing his mind, pretty funny. The original John Carpenter Thing. Yeah, The Thing is amazing. I know people say that the ending of it is like ambiguous because you don't know if Keith David is the Thing or not. I don't think he is because I'm black. I think he made it, and I think
he drank gasoline and didn't know.
You said he drunk gasoline and didn't know? Shit, I gotta go watch that ending again. Fuck you. Everybody was talking about was like at the end when they were talking, you couldn't see his breath because he wasn't human, and you could see the other dude's breath because he was human. And that's the thing. Yeah. I was like, oh shit. But the drinking gasoline, I didn't catch that, so I gotta go watch that part again.
I'm pretty sure it was like they had like a bottle of gasoline or something like that.
It was brandy though. He had the brandy so he can light the fire thing because they only had liquor left because everything else was frozen up there. So I don't remember him filling that with gasoline. That's the thing that doesn't make any sense. I gotta go watch that again though.
Yeah,
that moment of silence. Yeah. Yeah, but when they were looking at each other, I think that one's the great. Aliens, Alien and Aliens, you can't overlook. Those are two of the best. Sigourney Weaver out there just busting ass. I'm gonna be real with y'all. Aliens 3 is the weirdest fucking movie ever. The part when she sees the different types of clones that she made, and one of them was mutated, but still had a hairy cooch. I was like, what type of freaky shit is you on? Her nibbles was out, but she was all fucked up over here, and the pussy was hairy. I was like, this is weird. Oh, it was gas? I gotta go watch it again. Y'all about to make me watch that tonight. But yeah, if I had to rank, I don't know if I can put them if I can rank them, but those are some of my favorites. But Hereditary, for being a psychological thriller was good. I watched Insidious. It's not too bad. I fucked with it.
Insidious had the biggest scare for me. Overall, it was mid, or overall it was all right, not mid. I'll say it was all right.
Yeah.
It was pretty good. But the biggest scare was like I didn't expect the demon in the middle of the day to just be on the wall. That motherfucker still terrifies me to this day. Like they broke the rule of like scary shit isn't supposed to happen in bright fucking light, dog. And that shit, it was out of nowhere and just like boom, scary shit. And it was like, oh my god.
Do you have a movie where you feel like the killer was justified? I know I said I don't fuck with Jason, and I don't. However, them niggas did let him drown to death. So
I was gonna say not Freddy.
Nah, he needed to go.
That nigga was he doing anything? I don't remember.
Yes, nigga, he was a predator. That's why the townspeople came together and was like, "Hey, yo, burn that nigga, yo."
I thought everyone thought he was, but it wasn't proved. And then he was like, "Nah, I'm coming back."
If you're talking about the remake, then yeah. If you're talking about the original, no. The parents came together. They said, "Kill that nigga dead," and burned him alive, and didn't say nothing about it.
Halle Berry Gothica underrated.
I don't think I've seen Gothica in a while. Yeah, Freddy was wilding, bro. Freddy was wilding. He had to go. And that's the thing that didn't make any sense. He got to come back as a demon, and you was being a piece of shit and everything. Yeah, no, I'm not into it. Plus, like, I don't know if you saw, huh?
I really didn't watch scary movies as a child.
Oh yeah, I didn't. I did all this when I got older because I was like, why not, bro? I might as well see what the hype was about. Again, I'm not a big fan of thrillers or slashers like that. Not a big fan of a lot of blood, but necessary blood. Yeah, I'm all in. Wait a minute. You know what? We got 13 minutes left in the show. Real quick. You finished Attack on Titan, right?
Mm-hmm.
You think Aaron was wrong?
We've been through this.
Did we talk about it on the show?
I don't know if we talked about it on the show.
I don't remember what you said. So now I want it on record.
Do I think Aaron was wrong?
Do you think Aaron was wrong? You taking too long, brother. You taking too long, brother. You taking too long, brother.
There was so many wrong people in this world, dog.
Do me a favor. Go look at a picture of MLK and then ask yourself, was Aaron wrong? Go look at a picture of Malcolm X and ask if Aaron was wrong. Let me know.
All right. Malcolm X would have agreed with Aaron. Fucking Martin Luther King wouldn't have.
Martin Luther King 100% would agree with Aaron. You want to know why? Because they shot that nigga for trying to do the right fucking thing. And he would be like, you know what? Fuck them all. Fuck them all.
That nigga, I'm not going to say that nigga. Let me not say
dog, yeah. Go ahead.
You try talking with these people. I think there was another way of going about it.
Wow.
He fucked over a lot of people.
Who got fucked over? The people trying to kill his people? Oh fucking well. 80%
now,
of the world is a lot,
I think that main enemy? Do I think their main enemy should have been killed? Stomp them niggas out. Them niggas was Nazi racist.
Agreed. But the retaliation is why he did what he did. And he did it. And the reason why I think Aaron is free of that. I think Aaron did the right thing because he did so much freedom. He did all that for the freedom of his friends. He knew he wasn't going to see the promised land, but he loved his people so much that he said, even if I don't get to see it, y'all at least get to be able to be free and enjoy some time with yourselves. And that's why I think he's good. That's why I think it was necessary. What if you believe in something that much where you're willing to sacrifice your life to make sure the people behind you can have some sort of happiness? How can I not believe in that as a righteous cause? Especially seeing how they put them on an island and then was turning their people against them and eating them niggas like Lunchables. That type of evil don't fucking go away. Nah, G, we gotta burn this all down and start all over again. And it starts with Aaron.
So, like, I get it, but at the same time, he killed so many of his people to do that. He made sure his mom got fucking hemmed up and his dad got hemmed up.
Hey man, some people ain't gonna be able to see the promised land, dog. What are you willing to sacrifice for freedom, Miles? What you willing to do? What you willing to do?
He was a child with PTSD from war and had too much power.
And you know what he did? He gave his people a chance, and they got to live old, great lives. They got to be free. They got to go see all the things that they wanted to. They got to go see the ice for the first time and the lava and everything. Yeah. And it cost them was his life and 80% of the world. But the world didn't like them anyway, so you didn't lose anything. The world was against you anyway. And they was using his people as weapons. I want to call you a lot of names here, Miles, but I'm not. I'm gonna choose peace. I got some names I want to call you.
I feel like one of them is an animal.
Yeah,
that's rude. That's rude to call.
It is, but I ain't say it. But you know what you are. No, I was fucking with you.
Look,
I'm just fucking with you.
I'm a peaceful man.
There wasn't no peace. There wasn't no peace. Them niggas was what if them niggas turned your uncle into a Titan? Now he looking at you with a Titan face. You ain't no peace in that.
I feel like he rushed his plan. That he didn't even give the other plan a chance.
What do you mean? That nigga didn't have time, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. He didn't have time.
It was up from go, fam. It was up from go, fam. It was up from the jump, from the very first day. He was like, shit, I gotta get it moving. Ain't no time. Ain't no way. Look, if you haven't seen Attack on Titan, I need y'all to go finish that show. And I'm not saying if you disagree with me, we can't be friends. I am saying how if you do disagree with me, however close we could be is greatly hindered.
Our friendship's greatly hindered right now because I said that there's other ways. There's other ways.
No, man. I love you forever. What? Wow. Locked in, bros for life. You know, wow. I think it is kind of shitty that, you know, if you see me, if you wouldn't give your life up for my freedom, I think that's a little fucked up. But you know, I got, hey, it is what it is. That's crazy. I have a real example of me going, I don't want to do this, but I need Miles to be okay. I have an example of that today.
I have an example of it too, and I just don't talk about it.
What happened?
It has to. I don't want to get you involved, but it has to do with me changing my picture on Facebook.
Why is that?
We'll not talk about that.
Oh, when your punk ass was out here making big old meals for people, or is that what you're talking about?
No.
Oh, it has nothing to do with the shepherd's pie?
No, I just changed it from my face to something else.
For me?
You were part of the decision.
No, we gotta talk about it now. We got time. We got 6 minutes.
Not on the show. Not on the show. There was a chance people might have been looking for me. Bring it up.
We'll not talk about it. Niggas was looking for you? Okay. Well, shit. Niggas was looking for you. I do remember you bringing that up. Oh. Hold up. You can't say something but not give the deets. It's not that serious.
You know what I can give the deets about?
What?
About how if people subscribe to our show in a large quantity, excuse me, we will have to do certain actions live on the show, such as drugging a wig.
You want me to do it, or you got it? Because I got something I want to say.
I'm hesitant. You got it.
So check it out, y'all. Me and Miles really, really, really want to talk to more people, as many people as possible in here, and make this as big as it is. We really do love having these conversations with y'all. We really do love.
I want to be able to not keep up with chat.
Yeah, like, but I do, like, again, we still will, but we just
Yeah.
want more people involved with the conversation. And the best way that we can do that is by you guys helping us get more subscribers. So if you see any part of the show that you enjoy, make sure you share it and you like it and you tell other people about it, because we need all the help we can get. Now, to encourage this nonsense, we decided, hey, why don't we just put our bodies in the way and do silly things. So if you guys can get us to 250 subs by May, right? It was May? Yeah. 250 subs by May. Not only will I get on this goofy ass show and get a fucking wig installed, I will then let you guys pick the fucking wig. All right. Now,
a pink wig.
We don't have to. Don't give them ideas. Just calm down.
I personally want a pink 70s wig
to put on me.
Yeah.
Why would you want that?
I think it'd be hilarious if you looked like
like
that one famous. No, what's that one famous white woman? She's a famous white woman with blonde hair that fucked the Kennedys.
Marilyn Monroe?
I want a Marilyn Monroe hairstyle, but it be pink.
I don't want to do this plan anymore. I don't know what type of freaky fantasy you got going on, but I don't want to be a part of it. But I already said yes. But we'll talk about it later.
Trust me, I look. There was a wave of regret from my side as well.
Miles has decided that for 500 subscribers, you guys will get to see him get waxed on live on air. You won't see the whole thing. Huh?
You don't get to see my balls.
You're not going to see the whole meat show, but we'll at least be able to just show the process of him getting waxed out. If you guys can get us to 700 though, before the end of August, not only will we do the wax show, but we'll do a random pick of somebody to come and be in the room with us while this man is getting waxed, and then also you get to pick the topics for about an hour of the show that day. All right, so there's that. Here we go. Those are your things. 250 by May. You get to choose the wig that I get to wear. Please don't let Miles pick whatever freaky ass shit that he got planned for me. I don't feel safe. And if you get us to 700, not only that, do you guys get to come and physically be in the room and choose our topics and ask us questions about all types of shit, but you get to enjoy the live show of Miles getting waxed. You know, look how excited he is. That's a man that's ready to be squeaky clean.
I am not excited.
I will take down your channel. So
I'm not excited. Oh, there's no excitement in my body for that one.
He's so excited, you guys. You don't know. Real quick though, I do, with the last couple of minutes of our show, I do want to give a quick shout out to a good friend of the show and former guest of the show, Yato. My good friend Yato got a very good award from his job yesterday for being the absolute best delivery man during peak season. And as he was telling me this, I was really, really, really proud of my friend. Now, I know I talked all that good shit about corporate, and I mean every fucking word of it, but still, I'm happy that my friend got recognized for his hard work. And he didn't seem too hype, at least not as hype as I was for him. So I would just like to take this time to say, hey, dude, I'm proud of you. You know, it's dope that you did that shit. It's dope that you were handling business like that. You worked very, very, very fucking hard and you earned it. And I want to let people know that all things like that are possible if you love your fucking job. If you wake up every morning and go, man, I love this shit. I gotta make it happen.
Why? Why did we go on this fucking 3-minute rant just to shoot him?
Listen, Well, on some real
remember-
shit though, I'm
remember-
very proud of you, bro. For real, I'm very proud of you. And I hope you're proud of yourself, man. You didn't seem hyped yesterday, but you should be hyped, dog. You really should be proud of yourself, and I'm very proud of you. All right, we got anything else we gotta do? Do we got a show next week? No show next week.
No show next week.
Next time you guys see this show, Miles and me will be in the same state. I don't know if we'll be in the same room that time, but we'll definitely be in the same state.
I'm waiting for Yato to shoot back.
Nah, he good. He probably left out of here. He'll never see it. He's all right. Don't worry about it. Either that or he started cussing and they cut his comment out. Either way, it's good. He'll be all right. Anyway, in the show, we gotta go. Listen, we love you guys. Thank y'all for coming. If you enjoyed yourself, please go send this to somebody. Please leave us a like. We need all of those. Like I said, help us get our subscribers up and so we can have a more entertaining show for you guys. We love you. We will see you another time. Bye, 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 bye.